Hello, everyone, and welcome back once again to the Backlog and Castle Crashers. I am Dan. I am joined by Joe.
Hey, Dan. I'm Joe.
Hey, Joe.
I'm still here.
Nice to see that you're alive again.
Somewhat alive. Still on the recovery. A little bit on the rebound.
Yeah, something of maybe a little bit of a light pneumonia.
Pneumonia. Yeah, I used to get it back in the day, and this has been the first time in many years that I've actually had it.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you're alive again.
Self-diagnosed, of
and
course.
now we're going to go beat up. We need a horn.
We're not this far yet.
Well, no. I mean, this is where the
we need to unlock the horn. Yeah.
Now we need to go to the side path, I guess.
Oh,
the
let's
marsh.
do it.
All right, so we are going to crash some castles. These are skeletons.
Do they get poisoned?
It's been a while since we've played, so I can't remember if we got this far before and if we've seen skeletons. But
since I've been sick, we've been on a little bit of a hiatus.
Fortunately, we recorded a bunch of things kind of up front, and that was nice.
As I convalesce.
Yeah, right. But we're back at it again and fighting spooky
Fighting through a graveyard marsh.
Yeah, it might take us a bit to get back into the rhythm of things and not talk about, like...
Gotta remember these controls. That's like the big thing. I'm not used to hitting buttons and killing dudes again.
That and what? The selective breeding of cats, I think we were talking about.
Yeah, selective cat breeding. That's the important things. You know what? I do almost nothing to these guys with my poison.
You should probably
I think our dark future has come back to bite us.
Yeah, I mean, you. Come back to bite you.
It's true.
You know what's always effective? Punching
a dude in the face.
Yep.
Unless he has a whole lot of armor.
Good old strength. Nothing beats strength.
Good old rock. Thanks, Millhouse.
It's Homer that always does. No, it's Bart that always does rock.
That's right.
Millhouse is.
Which one's Millhouse's thing? He's got a thing he says, right? Everything's coming up Millhouse.
Yes. So this
I knew I'd get back to
also,
it.
So this is what it's like when doves cry.
Oh, jeez.
You saw that one, right? When they're in, is it Shelbyville?
I don't remember, honestly. I never watched a ton of...
He meets...
I am getting
that guy rocked. Is just... What is he doing? He's just like, nah.
He's picking people up and...
Well, but he won't let me go.
Maybe I can... Oh, he's throwing us at each other. Okay.
Well, it's...
Well, I can at least kind of stun lock dudes with my poison.
I'm using my sandwich. What up? We're on par now.
There you go. You can Hulk out against the skellies. Since you're carrying me through this level.
Angry!
What is this business?
They're just... Whoa!
I just unlocked a weapon.
I want it. It looks amazing.
It does look like a weapon.
They basically just stun locked me to the point where I couldn't fight them while I was big.
Hey, I mean, they know how the mechanics work.
That's true. Creative use of game mechanics. This is... Oh, I want your weapon. Give it to me.
Oh, that's the one I unlocked.
I know, and I want it for me.
We'll just have to go get out of here and go get it. I am getting wrecked by these dudes.
Oh, he just dropped gold. You know what? Got him.
I wonder if I can do more damage with my bow and arrow.
I mean, that's something that will do damage. It scales up with agility? How's your agility?
Which might be better in this case.
Ooh, these look like poison guys.
Yep, and my poison's going to do nothing. Man, I'm going to be ineffective.
Ooh, that's... throwing plant life at me is not cool. But yeah, so, Joe, we want to talk a little bit about how we've been learning about objectivism lately.
I mean, it's a little bit deep for our castle crashing, don't you think? I mean,
oh, I'm sorry.
I crash castles like for my own, self-interest for sure.
It's the highest of pursuit. Is I crash castles because I want to.
It benefits myself in a very rational, self-interested way.
Right. So tell me about Atlas Shrugged.
I've actually never read.
Neither have I.
I've never read any Ayn Rand.
I don't.
I would like to at this point. I'm now curious.
I now get the joke that the people would make. Like, I guess she very famously said something like, I don't see why we do A is for apple, A is for A. This is objectivism. Like, kinda, yeah,
I can appreciate that. I mean, that sounds kind of funny.
Yeah, it's proto memes. Let's say.
Sure.
The Simpsons did it. The Ayn Rand school. Again, it just says A is for A.
Are we supposed to go in one of these doors? Why are we not moving?
Can you come over here? Oh,
no. We just needed to trigger the thing.
Yes.
No, objectivism kind of seems like my jam, honestly.
It's more fascinating than I expected it to be, and more interesting than I expected it to be.
As somebody who doesn't really know a lot about politics and kind of identifies somewhat as libertarian leaning, now I realize that's not the case at all. I'm not really libertarian.
You're more of an objectivist.
In a philosophical sense, I'm far more objectivist.
You're more of a hippity hoppity get off my property sort of.
Sure, yeah. Like,
I don't. Okay,
hey man, live and let live. If you're not infringing on my personal like rights and happiness, like go about your business.
I don't know if you've seen that meme where it's a frog with an assault rifle on the "Don't tread on me" flag, and it says "Hippity hoppity, get off my property."
That sounds all right.
Yeah, it's
Frog's my boy.
Yeah. All right, these guys are weak to fire. Get fired.
Yeah, please kill these things.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you have no magic.
I have plenty of magic.
I just have ineffective magic. Sadly.
I just keep getting vined out. It's
here. I wonder if I can at least help with that part of this.
Yeah, you can. Dude, just throw up the clouds.
Well, yeah, the big magic clouds are huge now,
I might have to hit a shop after this because.
Oh yeah, never mind. I'm doing all right damage with that.
I like that this guy who was a boss is now just here.
He's just a normal.
Well, I do like when games do that.
Normies.
They're just like, no, really, you've gotten better. We're going to prove it to you. Here's a boss.
I gotta just dodge for a second and recharge my mana.
Yeah. But, yeah, the
philosophy's awesome, man.
Yeah, philosophy is very awesome. And the idea of, like, no, the highest good is for me to take care of me.
Take care of your own.
And I will make the world better as I take care of what I need.
Yeah.
And, like, this, like...
And if it is, like, genuinely and, appropriately in your self-interest...
Well, I will say this.
It's generally going to be good for the group.
Well, and I love that there are a lot of people like, no, that's not a very Christian ideal, but it's like at the same time, growing up the way I did, it's like, wait, but the whole point of you living a good Christian life is so you have a better afterlife. It is for your own self-interest that you're doing this.
It's all
correct.
Yeah, it's selfish at its core, even the Judeo-Christian stuff.
Yeah, like the point is it's incentivizing. It's like, no, you need to be good to people, so God is good to you. Okay,
this is getting crazy.
So yeah, that's let's say the paradox of the Judeo-Christian mindset that I never was able to resolve. I was like, oh no, it's maybe I'm more objective.
Maybe I'm far more objectivist than I.
Which is funny because the first stuff I hear about objectivism, I'm like, that's crazy. Leave me alone. Of course, I was like a teenager, and I'm like, that sounds dumb. As I'm beating up these,
you should eat that.
I should eat that.
Eat that turkey leg.
It's in my own self-interest to eat this turkey leg. You got? Oh no,
you're still less.
I am less.
You are far less.
It's in my self-interest to eat this turkey leg and beat up these sootmen for the good of society.
No, yeah, and like most philosophy and/or different new ideas, on the face of it, seems kind of counterintuitive in some ways.
Until you actually get with the point.
Until you can like kind of dig in a little.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I can get mad at any kind of particular philosophy on the face of it. When the goal is no, it's all trying to explore how to be better people. I mean, you could argue that
that works
the goals of
that
that
for
is
certain people,
right? And then also what depends on what the end goal is.
So and when it's my own self-interest, I can get behind that.
And there's a part of it like, look, you're just trying to justify your own self.
It does sound selfish, but like once you kind of dig in and realize, like, no, it's like about objectivity
But it's like, yeah, it's about
being logical about what is the true good for your own future.
Right, the true good, not what is it that you want.
It's the whole like having to redefine certain terms to fully understand what we're talking about. Like because you're colloquial, just like. If you say self-interest, yeah, it does sound selfish. It sounds weird. What is that snail?
I don't know.
And when you actually can dig into it, that's like the big difference. Like once you dig in and try to understand these things on a more like
philosophical
and actually applicable.
Like, what does that mean? Yeah, like the idea that your own self-interest is what's best for you long term, and making society better is actually better for you.
Is going to be better for you long term, and a lot of things that would be.
And your self-gratification, on the other hand, is still bad because you're going to damage yourself in the process.
And that's and a lot of people will conflate the two things and be like, oh well, that self-gratification is self-interest
because I'm interested in gratifying myself.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, don't do the false. That's a false syllogism.
Yeah, exactly. And it's been interesting. I actually want to study a lot more about objectivism.
I still have no desire to read actual Ayn Rand.
Yeah, Ayn Rand doesn't really I don't really care unless some part of that somehow makes sense to read. But
I had a buddy who said I absolutely need to read The Fountainhead, and I was with that book. It was interesting right up until the point where the main character...
Oh, so you have read some Ayn Rand.
I have read some Ayn Rand, and then right up until the point where the main character forces himself on a woman in a consensual way, that it's implied that it's both consensual and not at the same time.
Well, and that's a sticky wicket nowadays, and when consent is such a weird
but it's like
political mire.
No, I want you to take advantage of me, but I don't.
It's part of my kink. I'm way into it.
Right. It's this whole thing and corn.
Sure.
But like I was a teenager. And
everything's on the cob.
it's all on the cob.
Everything's on the cob. We have to go.
The popcorn heals you.
Oh, I like that.
But so yes.
So keep making popcorn out of this.
I wonder if he takes more fire damage.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh no, why is it green?
You know what they say? It's green because it heals you.
It's healing. Oh.
And once you pop,
children of the corn.
But
once you pop, you can't stop.
Right. Anyway, I was also a teenager in a very different headspace. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to read this book anymore. I'm done with this. So that's kind of how it was for me.
Okay, interesting. So it's like way outside of your interest in philosophy.
And here's the thing is, Fountainhead was actually not an objectivist book. This was before she came across the idea.
Sure.
So,
but it was like the
Atlas
infancy
Shrugged,
of her.
Well, Atlas Shrugged was the one
coming up with the philosophy.
That was Atlas Shrugged, not Fountainhead. Fountainhead was actually before. So it was. I mean, it might have been there in some extent, but it really, I don't know. I didn't stick with it. So, yeah. But
interesting. Yeah.
So,
anyway, I am curious now, like to check into that a little bit more.
I mean, audiobooks are a thing, I guess.
Maybe I'm not necessarily Ayn Rand, but objectivism and more modern objectivist thinkers,
or let's say offshoots of it, because like there are some things that I'm like, maybe not.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I don't understand enough about it to say maybe I don't agree yet.
Yeah,
because I don't know enough to say like what objectivism really is.
And admittedly, most of it was we were both watching the same stuff from the guy who's the head of the
current head of the Ayn Rand
Institute for Objectivism or something. And anyway, so like it's all like it's so there's not enough to say this is this guy's opinion. This is what
is what objectivism is. Yeah.
And I suppose the point of it, you could just say, well, objectivism is as I define it. So there,
it kind of is at some point, like in its purest, in its most classical sense. I imagine that's kind of how it works, but. Most classical philosophy kind of gets a little too, I don't know, in the weeds.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in the weeds. That's what we're gonna get. But I mean, at some point, like it's
philosophy. You're gonna get there.
We might actually be having platonic dialogues at some point in this series, where we're just like, well, you would agree that this is the case, correct? And then
as we collect whale poop.
Yeah, well, we're past the whale poop.
It's true. I'm sad.
Well, until we run out of money.
I miss the whale poop.
You could go get the whale poop for you.
But this defense horny toad is great.
So you're saying, okay, so
I'd rather be alive and not die all the time.
It's in your self-interest for me to do this for you, is what you're saying, Mr. Objectivist.
I don't know how much philosophy I want to equate to Castle Crashers.
I mean, what you're asking is you're asking for someone to sacrifice for you, is what you're asking for.
Yeah, and.
Just making sure. I want to make sure that your position is clear.
That supports my objectivist leanings. Sure,
it's in your best interest to do what I want.
To stay alive. So,
yeah, this is a slow fight. Are we missing a mechanic?
I don't. Yeah, we keep doing this over and over. No, he's like half health.
I know,
it's just taking a long time. I agree.
And when I get in there and get a good couple hits, I can do a good amount of damage. I'm doing like almost 30 a hit.
Are we missing anything? We're missing anything.
It's just... And then he hits me, and it knocks me away. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we're making progress. It's just a long fight.
Yeah, it's weird. None of the fights
I'm doing okay damage, not like as good as I was doing to things that are weak to poison.
This is almost like a raid boss fight with healing and...
I mean, at least he's providing the means for us to keep alive through this.
I mean, you say that as I get smacked and only get one.
The more damage we do, the more popcorn pops out. So,
good job, dude. That's
I think that's what I got to do to keep the popcorn flowing.
Keep it popping. The popcorn must flow.
Popcorn must flow.
Yeah, but
don't punch me, bro.
I do more damage per hit when I get up on him, and
well, you are the strength, like.
Yeah, but now he's doing that spin move every time we get close, so that's the thing.
Like, we're not gonna. Missed him that time.
Is it Veruca Salt that sings the "I Want It Now" song in?
Yep.
So is she an objectivist, or is she just a self gratification?
That's an instant gratification thing, not a self interest thing.
But if she were to, they say, become a productive member of society, it might actually be a.
And if a golden goose was actually in anyone's best interest.
Fair enough. I mean, the goose's interest. It keeps him alive by pooping gold.
That's why he keeps laying golden eggs.
I mean, it's like I'm alive as long as
I'm alive as long as I keep doing this.
Boy, I tell you what, passing golden eggs not easy.
Agreed. I mean, it's got to be heavy.
Well, at least it's a softer metal. Unlike
maybe a softer metal, but I think the egg itself would probably weigh more than the goose. The size of those things, right?
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine a golden laying goose has the apparatus. It would have to.
You would think it would evolve that, but like I don't know how scientifically based the land of Willy Wonka is.
Let me ask you a question. If you hatch the eggs,
I mean, who ever heard of a snozberry?
right? But if you hatch the egg, right? Wouldn't you then have a literal golden goose that would hatch more golden eggs? And at a point, you take one out of every 3 eggs, and then you completely devalue the gold market, and that's it.
And then it's just kind of like counterproductive. And no longer in your best interest or the goose's.
Or is it? Was it become like a ant colony thing? There could be only one queen, and then they fight to the death. It's like the Highlander, but of golden gooses.
The Highlander of golden goose.
Golden geese.
Okay, there can be only one.
The Geeselander. I don't know. That's
the Geeselander.
Yeah, I thought that was a pretty good Gundam.
I'd wear that shirt.
The Geeselander. And it just says, "I'm gonna die." Just honk. That's all they do is they just honk at each other.
Honk for golden.
Then you
eggs.
have like the geese.
I'm gonna die.
The geese Kurgan. With like,
there's got to be a better pun there.
There's got to be, right?
For the Kurgan and some bird pun. Yeah.
Oh, so it's different birds.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the bird verse.
Ooh. Would you call it a duckin? The duckin?
Ooh, maybe. A turducken.
The turducken is like, so like, it's like he's got the staples on his neck, but you can see the duck inside peeking out. This is getting this
horrifying.
This is getting weird for me.
We're already workshopping this far more than is healthy.
Well, what is it I do? This is what I spend my time on. I'm clearly not good at video games.
Oh no. I am surprised I've lived as long as I have.
Well, free potions.
Yeah.
I've procced a number.
I finally just used one. If I can get some good hits on the poison, I can proc a lot of popcorn.
Yeah. And he's almost...
Yeah, he's just accelerating.
This is kind of infuriating because he's just kind of a jerk.
Yeah, and this is a very slow fight.
It is. I mean, I'm okay with it.
And the mechanics aren't changing to an extent that keeps it interesting.
Yeah, yes, he's just going faster
It's the same
now.
thing, doing it faster and more annoyingly. And it's just like, hey...
Harder, faster, better.
Stay alive.
Corn? High fructose corn syrup?
You see, now that would be like funny if narratively they were like doing something like with GMOs or
did you know
fructose corn syrup?
This is a commentary. It's subtle.
Yeah, subtle commentary on GMOs would be amazing.
Well, I mean, it's a giant killer corn. Isn't that the commentary you need?
Finally we have done it.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. Are we going to get the item we need?
Why would we get a horn from... Okay. He just grabs it out the barn. Okay.
He's like, hey, thanks, here's the horn.
Like, here you go. Here you go, guys. Thanks for that. Thanks. How do I skip the... Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We got it. We're good.
I still get more XP. Okay.
We have unlocked new arena.
Yeah, we can just go in there and just wail on each other. I gained 2 levels.
You did most of the damage. I imagine you would.
I'm going to commit to the bit here.
I mean, I have already done so, except when I wasted points in strength up here.
Yeah.
Okay, how do I want to do this? I've got 4 points. That's not quite enough to get me to a new spell.
But it's enough to get you most of the way to a new spell.
Yeah, and that's all my damage. So.
Like, look, I committed to the bit. You commit to the bit.
Yeah, might as well.
Let's get some.
It's my thing. It's what I do. Ooh, pig. What do you got going on,
Piggy
pig?
makes food give you more health.
Okay. Not that exciting.
Ziggy Piggy. Anybody? Ziggy Piggy. Ziggy Piggy.
What is that?
Bill and Ted's. Napoleon.
It's been a long time.
Napoleon at the restaurant.
It's been a long time since I've
He ate
seen
the
Bill and Ted's.
pig. Okay, you know what? I think this is it.
Well, you want to go check out that other weapon that we just got?
Yes, but this is a now unlocked.
I mean, it's pretty killer with the higher defense and everything.
Well, and I lose 1 magic. Oh no.
Oh, sad day. Oh, yeah, we're gonna go all the way back to this. Oh man.
Well, there's a return home button, which I don't know if that's faster, but you know,
depends on how fast the load screen is, I guess.
Instantaneous because we're playing on PC.
True.
Despite doing a lot of stuff in the background, I don't mind saying.
It's been it's handling it. It's handling it all right.
No.
Minus strength, plus defense, plus agility. Oh, weird. Okay.
Actually, let's do this. 20. Oh, you need to be level 20 to use it.
Oh. It's too good.
I'm almost level. Oh no, I am level 20. What am I missing then?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Are you pressing X to equip it?
Yeah, that's why I'm swiping. Okay, whatever. I wonder if I haven't unlocked it yet. So here's this one.
Oh, that's possible.
Yeah, whatever. I got a sword I like.
Yeah, it's solid, and my magic
and your hook
staff is
hook
too
and
good.
crook.
Yeah, it's such a dumb looking weapon though.
Let's.
Oh yeah, pet info.
What? Sorry, what? Come on.
That's
Snailbert increases your defense but decreases your agility. Well,
that
Snailbert.
doesn't sound great.
There.
Oh, that's right.
That's why. Oh yeah, I want.
That's why you had that. So
Yep.
you could just level faster than me. Got
Yep.
it.
I know, just a level faster. The fact that you choose not to is unrelated to
If
me.
I could have the same pet, I totally would.
Can't you?
No, they can have one of each.
Oh well, I mean, suck it.
I guess. I guess.
If at some point we can trade if it really bothers you.
No, I mean it doesn't bother me.
I just like being really strong.
I like the hard carry. I'm fine with that.
You do like the hard carry. Oh, that sucks.
Ugh.
Oh no!
Oh, fish boys.
And now we're back to Lovecraft.
It's all right. This is my favorite. This is my favorite Lovecraft story.
Now we're back at Innsmouth.
We're in Innsmouth.
I love how he ties I got pretty deep into the Lovecraft stuff, the audiobooks and all that. It is
Yeah.
interesting the way he keeps tying back to his own stories, like making reference to Shadow over Innsmouth and a bunch of other things, and then
well, it's all kind of localized in the same
region,
sort of
right?
Real and fake region.
But you also have like sagas that kind of involve whole families. Oh yeah, my cousin was the guy, the bad guy from this story, and then his uncle over here was this guy, and yeah, it's I don't know, fascinating. I mean,
the dude was weird.
He was super weird.
Had an interesting idea in a time where that was kind of unique.
Yes, and he definitely had his issues as a person.
Yeah.
He
wasn't necessarily the most progressive thinker.
What is it? The Red Hook story? I forget. Was there something at Red Hook? The mask? No, Red Hook.
Yes, Red Hook. Which one was Red Hook?
Yeah, no, it's not Shadow. No, Shadow over Innsmouth. The Massacre at Red Hook. The Red Hook.
Massacre at Red Hook, maybe.
Red Hook.
It's been a while. It's been a little while.
Something Red Hook, and that one's where he's just like, yeah, this part of it might have even been in New York. This part of town where all of the immigrants live, Italian and everywhere else, they're all basically devil worshippers. It was basically what it is. It's like it's like, okay, maybe that's not accurate.
Yeah, yeah.
And just really funny though to have the way he's just like, no, they're all in on it. Like they're all straight up worshiping.
And that was kind of the
elder gods.
Yeah, that was kind of the way that whole lore got started with Call of Cthulhu, where it's all these I don't know, the rumored cultists out there doing weird stuff.
I still maintain that the Call of Cthulhu is a fantastic book.
It is. It is actually pretty good.
Or story, rather.
Story, yeah, it's pretty short.
Yeah, and then just the way it kind of is, the biographically told, and at this time, all of a sudden, all the artists in the world kind of went a little crazy. And
I think they could do a decent show at giving Call of Cthulhu a movie or something.
Yeah, and when they talk to you, they're reading the documents, and then you don't really.
Yeah, it's from the perspective of the what was the guy? He was his assistant or something, who then was after he's dead.
Well, there's
going through his.
There's the
his
ship captain. It was the
stuff.
ship captain.
Well, that's where it ends up.
Yes, because it's
it's his assistant.
uncle. No, it's his uncle.
Is it uncle?
His uncle dies, and he's going through his paperwork, and he
starts finding these weird references to the cult and
sort of in the study he did.
Yeah,
and then he's talking to these
weird
people.
Cthulhu relic and everything.
Right. Yeah, I think you're mixing. There might be a couple of stories you're mixing there.
I'm pretty sure that's Call of Cthulhu. That's how it starts, and eventually it becomes he's trying to find out more, so they go out to where because it's like a detective story where he's trying to dig in and figure it out, and then get out to where they actually do the ritual.
No, that's not Call of Cthulhu. Call of Cthulhu is the whole segment with Cthulhu is a flashback from the papers of the sailor.
Is that how it works?
They found it, and
it's been a while.
I said. Basically, you get the setup is everywhere you have a bunch of these artistic types and people who are sensitive to this sort of thing. just freaking out for a period of time, and then you find out why.
Oh, is that
okay?
So and that's the nephew just reading all of it.
It's the nephew relating his research.
Sure.
He starts with he's basically, my uncle did all this research, discovered this, and says it's probably better if we just burn all this stuff anyway. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's but there are some detective type ones that ends up with that.
No, I was thinking that's what it was. It was like the nephew kind of discovering his uncle's involvement with the Cthulhu cult.
No.
Through reading like what he had found left over in his office, because they talk a lot about that little statue.
That happens a lot. I'm sure there's one Lovecraft.
I could be conflating two different stories. Like I'd have to go back and listen to.
There's one I find interesting where basically in order to escape the Cthulhu apocalypse, this ancient civilization is like.
Oh no, that's a Medusa.
She does not look angry, or she does look angry. She does not look happy with us.
Ooh.
But
why does she have a boot on the end of her tail?
I mean, maybe she's got a really ugly-looking foot. She's
why
a
would
she's
a
a
snake
lady
lady have feet?
because maybe she has a foot on the end because she's a snake lady, not a snake or a lady.
That would be more of a pseudopod, but
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What did this say? This is.
How do I? Okay, there we go. Ooh, what is happening?
Is this cryptozoology? Don't get hit by that. You'll get stoned. And it's not legal in the States.
It's not legal in the States. The feds are coming.
Right? What was I thinking? There's the Cthulhu, the Cthulhu one where
cryptozoology.
Yeah, there's the group of aliens,
cryptids, as
that are basically infiltrating people's brains to learn everything they can about where they're trying to slip reality to get away from the Cthulhu apocalypse that happens eventually. And like this dude is like lives months of his life in an alien body, like helping it's weird.
Yeah,
like
which one was that?
I forget, but he the Shadow Out of Time.
Shadow Out of Time. Okay,
and it's like he spends years, like there's years of his life that he just wakes up missing, and everybody's like, "Dude, you've been acting weird for years," and he's like, "What do you mean years?" And like his wife divorces him, and like his kids are all like, "Yeah, you lost your damn mind," and I think you have to come break me out. Oh, there, okay.
Oh, sorry, I was just trying to take care of ads.
I just blew the horn. Because I could.
Oh, snap.
You know what? I'm going to try this.
Ooh, man, I just got snake punched.
Snake puncher.
Snake puncher.
That's me. I'm punching snakes. Well, I'm trying to. I'm kind of missing.
Oh, no, I just got stoned.
Give it a second. You'll be able to.
Give it a second.
Sandwiches are not effective as a combat means, it seems, in most cases. Anyway, but yeah, the Shadow Out of Time, weird.
Yeah, Shadow Out of Time is good.
And then he ends up going to like some site that connects to it, and like he finds the archives of that ancient place, and it's like this ancient future place. There's a bunch of crazy stuff.
Yeah, it's the place from in Mountains of Madness. Got it.
Sort of, but it's in the desert.
Right.
And there's all sorts of scary things lurking in Mountains of Madness. Mountains of Madness is also a really good one.
That's the one I want.
The one in the Antarctic.
Yeah.
I
want a movie of that one.
It's like The Thing, but like real,
with weird Cthulhu penguins and stuff.
Yeah. I critter to death.
Good job.
I love that you're dealing with the snakes and I'm dealing with the snake. Oh, sweet!
Was that like a poison sword?
It looks like a poison sword to me. Wait, you get more XP even though I think you killed more little dudes.
I killed a lot of snakes.
I only have 1 point to spend. Oh, darn. What shall I spend it on? Hey, good news.
Hey, I can get more magic.
Magic upgrade.
What does that mean?
Your magic power will go up, your recharge rate will go up, and something.
I don't actually get a new ability for this one.
You probably do, because it won't tell you till you...
It usually would, like when I would do the other ones. But yeah, I'm just going to keep dumping it into magic.
At this point,
yes.
See, look, new magic.
Ah, very good.
All right. I don't know
what my A spell is going to be.
I don't know where we're going, but let's go up into
the mountains of madness.
Yeah.
What's my new spell? Oh, cool. Bam.
Magic jump.
Poison jump.
I think I have a poison sword now too.
Oh yeah, poison days. Look at that damage, 74. That might be you actually.
Exactly. I'm like, wait, who is that?
That might be you.
I was going to celebrate, but big rocks. Rocks. Big ones.
They're so huge. That poison jump is good. I wonder what what that is for.
Doing damage while also evading hits.
I'm taking a lot of damage as is, but okay, yeah. Poison jump did a lot of damage. That's cool. I'll take that.
Yeah, I don't know if this is a sword I want to use because it doesn't seem to be doing the big numbers.
Gotta have those big numbers, right?
Big old critties.
It's all about the size of those crits.
Something like that.
That's what the ladies want.
I mean, that's what the guys want too.
It's what the guys want. It's really like more a guy thing.
I mean, there are some guys who are, let's say, that prefer more well-rounded crits. But, I ain't going to judge. I ain't going to king shame. Oh, man, at some point, someone's like, I wonder if there's just how many people...
We're just no longer a fammy channel all of a sudden.
I wonder how many people are just shaking their heads, just like...
You're all terrible people.
I mean, I'm not... No argument here. And... I miss my lightsaber just because it looked cool.
Better. The single poison bolts or... Kind of hard to tell.
They're probably all really good because,
It's all good.
It's all damage. Oh, I didn't mean to lunge into that. Okay.
What is the stats on that guy?
If you walk up to it... Oh, it's a magic sword.
Oh, it is magic. Maybe. Hold on. It's less magic than I've got right now.
You don't get your +5, yeah.
Yeah, I don't get +5. I get +3 instead.
But I would grab it to unlock it. Just don't die, Joe.
Try not to. Still good. Still trying to get over this pneumonia.
Yeah. But combat is no place to cough.
I hear ya.
I mean, you cough, just don't turn your head. Cough right into the mic.
Cough right into the mic every time.
So people feel like they're getting sick just from hearing.
There you go, yeah. No, I'm pretty sure it's just like, I'm not ill anymore. It's more just like trying to clear out all the junk that has accumulated in my... Oh, I should not have grabbed those bananas. Sorry.
It's fine. I actually re-upped my health potions, and at some point yeah, okay. Bananas sound good. Oh, actually, I just dropped some ground turkey or some I guess
wall chicken.
No, it didn't come out of a wall, but yeah, it gave me full health. So
good
no
enough.
hard feelings.
Good.
You could use the potassium. I imagine casting poison.
Poison, yeah,
takes a lot out of you. Whereas, I'm nice and beefy.
Yeah, I mean, just throwing these giant clouds of poison.
That was a lot of dudes that we just...
kind of ridiculous.
Were we supposed to be running up? Was it supposed to be a gauntlet?
And we just, killed all
of it. We just killed it. We just
faced it. That's fine.
Here, you should get whatever in there.
Cherries
on top of the mountain. These look like the rice guys.
These guys.
That guy just ran past us. He's like, I thought I was going to have backup. Excuse me.
I mean, if they're just going to stack up like this, and I can just poison cloud everyone.
They said, look, we're sorry about the skeletons.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry you couldn't do any damage to those guys. Here's a new pack. Enjoy.
And here's the thing is, like I said, you never go wrong with strength, so I feel like I'm doing okay just getting in there. And as long as I can buy potions, everything.
As long as I can keep buying health potions, it's all good.
Yep.
There's a bananas there if you want to. Oh, no.
I actually just used the auto potion.
You auto-potted?
Yeah.
It's nice that they make that so convenient.
That is actually a nice convenience. That is really nice. I enjoy it. Also, I'm starting to crit way more in that it's telling me that I'm critting.
Crit. I wonder, that's probably part of sticking everything in strength. Is
I guess.
Crit chance just inherently goes up.
You just hit them so hard.
All right, then. That was easy.
It was easy. Which makes me wonder, what we're going to... So what kind of a boss are we going to deal with now? We fought Sock Puppet Dragon.
Sock Puppet Dragon.
We had our beach volleyball game.
Medusa's boot.
Yeah, booted Medusa.
Yeah, I don't know how that would jive pun-wise, but...
Well, Bootdusa doesn't quite work.
Yeah, that's like,
If I knew more words for shoes, if I had a thesaurus, I'd get back to...
Find some fancy shoe name to match to Medusa. I'm going to go out on a limb and say probably not.
You don't know my commitment to the bit.
I understand your commitment to the bit.
Okay, we're on a new level, so I'm going to say, let's see.
Yeah, maybe a good time. Let's see.
Yeah, we're 34 minutes in. Yeah, we should call it then.
Fine, yeah. We can just start a new episode right here.
Yeah. So, I mean, just Just point out how the sausage is made, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's going to be it
you've
for us,
already
guys.
you've already announced the time that we've been running. I just figured you'd lean into it.
Yeah,
at this point. Like, it's never going to change. We're never going to be professional.
Yeah,
so.
full DGAF. Oh, the point of this is not to be professional.
There's no
anyway,
professionalism.
Thank you for joining us, everyone, and we'll catch you next time on The Backlog.
Catch you guys later.
Yeah, send it out on that music.